Hello, Commander players and Magic players. Thank you for clicking on the video. We're going to be talking about the Secret Lair Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A huge blast of nostalgia for some people. Some of them might be worth picking up. Let's take a look. Alright, the first step here, VHS villains. As you can see, the formatting on these is kind of weird. I'm going to be honest. Delver of Secrets, which will flip into the Insectile Aberration, a huge modern and legacy all-star in its heyday, doesn't really see too much play anymore. Hagure the Steel Wind as Shredder, Criminal Mastermind. Species Specialist, which is a commander card only with one printing and no foils. We have Rampaging Bellots as Stampeding Brutes and Triskelion as Krang's Android. So we have 5 cards here. We always appreciate it when they put more than 4. Delver the Secrets, unfortunately, bringing in only 25 cents. The Hagure the Steel Wind, actually, we're looking at about $10 to $12, depending on if you want to get a beat-up version or not. Species Specialist is around about $12, while unfortunately Rampaging Bellots and Triskelion are both probably floating around at a quarter. So with these, you technically are getting your money's worth here. And I think if someone was going to purchase the foil one, you're probably going to get your money's worth because the Species Specialist doesn't have a foil copy and the Hagure the Steel Wind only has a Secret Lair copy. So if you want to rock this for the command zone, if you like it, cool. I think this is going to be one that I skip out on. I'm just not a huge fan of the style. They don't seem very good to read. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll give this one a B because it's giving a card a print for a foil that we've never had before. Definitely not my cup of tea. Let's go on to number 2. All right, the Mighty Mutanimals. We have Deep Glow Skate, which is Man Ray, Eco Avenger. We have Slash Evil Turtle from Dimension X, which is the real card pirated copy. We have Kedis Emberclave Familiar, which is named Mondo Gecko Esquire. A Hardened Scales, and Mutanimals United, which is actually a Triumph of the Horde. Now, this one surprised me on how expensive 2 of these were. So, pirated copy is around 17 bucks. Emberclaw Familiar around 5 to 6. Triumph of the Hordes 18. Deep Glow Skate 50 cents. Hardened Scales about 2 bucks. So, let's see. So we got 35, 40, 42. I mean, like 42 and some change. This one's up there for value's sake. Let's be honest here. I was shocked that the Triumph of the Hordes is still almost $20, especially in this day and age. So in terms of usefulness, I don't see many people playing the partner deck. Triumph of the Hordes, always a good pickup. And it just wins games. Like that's just the way it is. The pirated copy. There is a push for more pirate decks. I feel like I've seen more people play those lately. And in case you didn't know, the pirated copy does not have a foil. So now we're running into another card that doesn't have a foil yet. So picking this up as a foil, as long as you like the way they look, I think it's going to hold its value here. I think this is a safe one to pick up, especially in foil. And if you like the art, then I think you're good to go. I'll give this one an A. It looks pretty good. All right, this next one is probably one of my favorites that's been released recently. It's so cool looking. The Last Ronin. Oh, so cool. I can't wait to check out these in the comics. We have Settle the Wreckage, a classic horrendous gotcha card that I don't know if it gets played a lot anymore, but man, when it does get played, it is brutal and juicy. Mental Misstep, pretty much a CEDH or, just a CEDH card. Do they play this in Vintage? I'm not sure. I don't follow Vintage that much. We have Splinter as Ink Eyes, Servant of Oni. We have Anger and Court of Calling. Let's be honest. These art here, woof, man, they slap something fierce. The Anger, whoo, bro, all of these are so good. Let's talk about the value. Settle the Wreckage, $2 to $3. Mental Misstep, around 8 to 10. So there's some fluctuations here. Splinter is 10. Anger is $1, and Court of Calling is $5. So we got about 26 to 28 non-foil. I'm going to pick one of these up in foil. I just think they look so cool. So I am totally happy with picking this up. I think foil-wise, I'm not sure if you're going to get your money's worth in foil, although Mental Misstep foil with this kind of art might slap at a table. So keep your eyes out on this one. I do think some of these cards, with as clean as this art looks, I think they're going to fetch for some premium, and you might be safe picking up a foil one too. So I'll give it a B. It's not fair to give it an A for personal judgment. It technically passes above what you're going to pay for it. The foil is hit or miss. I think the foil is going to be worth it. So this is probably a high C, low B for me. So now we have a collection of 2 featuring the artist Kevin Eastman. We have colors and we have black and white. So the cards are as followed: Loxodon Gatekeeper, Sakashima Student, Throat Slitter, and Gutter Snipe. So the Loxodon Gatekeeper, $1. Sakashima Student, about 29 to 30. Here we go. Throat Slitter, 3 to 4. Also, what a sick name. And Gutter Snipe, you got a quarter there. Now for Sakashima Student, Sakashima Student, say that 5 times fast. There are no foils and no secret layers of this. So I think this is going to be a good one to pick up if you wanted foil. Plus, it's going to look sick sitting in the command zone. So at the very lowest, it's like 33, 34 bucks for the non-foil. I think this is an easy pass with a B. And for the foil, it might even be A. So this is probably a B to A range. I think you're safe picking up either one of these, especially in foil. Pick whichever one you like the best. And I think the Sakashima Student foil is going to retain some value for sure for you all. And Throat Slitter, that is such a cool name. All right, we have our last one, another artist feature, Stan Sakai, I believe it's Stan Sakai. All right, we have a Balin the Haymaker getting a foil printing that some of us can actually get a hold of, because that other one, it's like 500 bucks or some nonsense. Katsuchi's Peace, which is Felidar Retreat. Masters of Ceremonies, which is another commander card, I believe. Second Harvest, and the Grass Cutting Sword, which is a Sunforger. Now, the Balin's 50 cents, Felidar Retreat about 2-3 bucks, Master Ceremonies 15. It's a commander card, so there's low print there. Second Harvest 2 bucks, Sunforger 4 to 5. So in terms of the value, it's at least a C. The foil, I bet the foil is going to be close to an A for some people, because they get a really cool version of Balin that doesn't really have an accessible one unless you want a proxy. Masters of Ceremony doesn't have a foil because of the commander card. Second Harvest, I do feel like it's on an uptick right now. I think more people are discovering that card as more stuff gets produced that makes a ton more tokens. And also there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's a bunch of food stuff coming out too, so keep your eye on it. So buy this if you like the art, but I wouldn't speculate on the value too much here. All right, cool. Hey, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the new secret layers. I know there's not a lot of people really excited about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm telling you, there's some good looking cards here, okay? You just gotta kind of weed your way through the mess, and then you'll get to some of the good stuff. And keep your eye on some of these singles. Some of them are gonna see play, and in more formats than just standard for sure. So tell me if you're picking up any secret layers, and keep an eye out for my channel for other videos. I'm going to be making a few more today, and I'm going to be releasing them as the next couple weeks go by. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.